Alright then, so basically, got a special thing now for this video, because this is my brother playing World of Tanks, and he is a very, very good player, very, very, very good player indeed. I mean, one thing I have to back that up is that you can look at his stats on, was it WoT Labs or whatever WNA website there is. You can also, he was one of the best rated players by personal rating on like the World of Tanks Hall of Fame thing. So yeah, he's very good, very, very good, and he's got the gun marks to prove it, as you can see on his gun barrel right here. So yeah, he knows the game and he knows how to play it, and yeah. So now he's on Fjords, I think it's Fjords. Yeah, Fjords. And he's playing the Kranvagn, which is 12 degrees of gun depression, which is incredibly nice. And it also has a very nice DPM, so now he's just going to use the very good turret armor in this thing as well, with the gun depression. But there's a P44 right behind him, and he snapshots that. He doesn't snapshot it, but he fires it on the move, fires it on the move again. He gets shot at by the P44, but doesn't really matter that much because it's only 250 damage, and he just did 883 damage to the P44, so I don't think that P44 is going to want to peek out anytime soon. So now he wants to go after this P44, but he's concerned about the people shooting from the middle. So now he's just going to try and get some cover from them, but he doesn't think anyone's shooting at him, so he's just going to go after the P44. But he does get shot at by a T-44, so now he's going to turn to the T-44 and shoot him, and hopefully... Well, okay then. Well, okay. That was, yeah. I did not expect that at all. Now did not expect that at all. Yeah, his Russian ammo racks are not very good. So now, of course, he's going after an Object 263, which is hold down, hiding his lower plate. Although luckily the 263 hasn't got gun depression on Lego Tank, which is his name, by the way, just so you know, Lego Tank 007, right here. And he tries to aim for the tracks because he just wants to do some damage to 263, but no, that missed completely. I mean, it was a very small shot, so it's not really going to hit. But now he's got a T-54 to help him. And now he's almost reloaded again. So, yeah. I know he's going to try and go after the ammo lower plate on this thing, but I don't think he'll actually hit, because that's a very, very small shot. No, okay, it does. Okay, it does hit. It does hit. And then, of course, this P44 is making a huge mistake, so he's just going to shut him down. Stop him from being hanged. And now he's just going to reload again, because this tank, I think, has like a 23-second reload or something like that. 20 reload, second reload, something like that. And now the 263, now he's moving up from 263 to try and get some clearer shots on him, because you can't really dig someone out if you can't really shoot their weak spots. So now, I mean, if you should shoot, we're going to shoot the lower plate. So there is a weak spot on the either side of the gun shot, on either side of the gun shield. That's like it's like this. Doesn't matter now anyway. Doesn't matter now. But yeah, on the either side of the gun, and now of course this SU is just going to try and chase after Lego Tank for some reason. I mean, he's got the anonymizer on, but I don't really know. I guess because he's got the anonymizer on, this SU thinks, oh, you know, let's just try and chase after him. But you could also just be wanting to kill a tier 10 tank, because this SU can two-shot him, and Lego can two-shot Lego Tanks. So yeah, so now, as we're just driving past this 263 again, I think what I'll try and do... Alright, so you see this like little square where the gun is, and this little slit right here, and that'll be on this side as well. That is actually a weak point. How do I know this? Because I've actually tried shooting it before, and it's actually a weak spot. I don't know what guns can pen it, but I know tier 10s can pen it, and most likely tier 9s with like 240 millimeters penetration. pin it. So now he's just gonna try and shoot the people who are in the middle, which is because otherwise he can't actually, because this middle part is very important in the map, and without it he would have a very tricky time trying to carry this game. So now of course the convoy is right there, but misses Legotank, so now that was a bit lucky, but of course that convoy didn't want to die because he has another shot. Now he shoots the SU once, so now the convoy and the SU are 1 shots for him, so that'll take 2 shots. And I'm pretty sure that T-57 Heavy is a 1 shot as well, so he can actually shoot 3 people, although the grill finishes the SU off and the T-44 finishes the convoy off. So that makes things a lot easier for Legotank. And so now he's just gonna, oh okay, no, the T-57 wasn't a 1 shot. Okay, I thought he was. But now he's just gonna, but the grill does put him to a 1 shot. And the grill does sadly die. I'm not sure what a T-57 Heavy was doing, but I think he was firing HE because he did 570 damage to the grill. But of course, T-28 points out that he is now down, the T-57 has fired 3 bullets, and it has fired 4 bullets, so now he's reloading. And yeah, so now Legotank just shuts him down. And this T-28 was actually being a bit aggressive in chat and a little bit abusive, so he might be a little bit annoying throughout the rest of the match, honestly. And he's pinging the map for some reason. I don't really know why. There we go. Wait, behind. I guess he thinks the Udas is behind. Probably is. But of course, like a tank just points out that's Udas will just camp and just use double bushes. So it's like there's not really many points. Now, of course, the most important thing is just go after the most defenseless enemy tanks on the team, which is artillery, so that's really easy. And of course, I mean, honestly, I don't really know what this M53 is doing, but he's not moving for some reason, and he doesn't want to move, so it's like I don't really know why he's not doing it. If I was an artillery, I would definitely want to move with my top tier, who is on 5 kills right now, you know, and who has the potential to carry this game, the highest potential to carry this game, you know. But of course now he dies, that Udas. But he now has spotted the Udas, so you know, he's a bit useless. A bit useless, but not that useless, you know. So he did spot the Udas, and he did tell Legotank where that Udas is, or was last spotted. So now he has a rough idea about where the Udas is, and he imagines that Udas is heading right for their base, or at least where Legotank was last spotted, which was which was obviously about up here. And so now, so yeah, now he just wants to kill this Udas because, you know, he's a big threat, honestly, because Udas can 2-shot his hit point, can 2-shots Legotank at the hit points he's at right now. Even the armor's decently good on the whole. Not that good though. Not enough to bounce the Udas. But the Udas is right here. Legotank's caught him right out. That shot looked like it was going to miss, but it didn't. That shot, a little bit weird. And that shot was a little bit weird as well, but he pens that. So yeah, I personally think that he might have been able to go around a bit further, but honestly, he was probably worried about the enemy artillery being able to shoot him, which is a not very good thing. So now he's just going to go around the corner a little bit just to see if the Udas is there, because it looked like he was going to chase after him. T-28 pointed out that Udas is going to go around, so he is being a little bit. So T-28 is now being quite helpful in giving information to Legotank. And he actually seems like a pretty good player as well, to be honest. Although he's probably narrating Legotank's moves. Now, of course, not very good. So now that puts Legotank at 280 HP. It's a 1-shot for the Udas, and if the GW Tiger splashes around his tank, he'll die. So But the Yudas is right there, which is very good. So the Yudas is kind of in a bit of a weird position. He can't really run away right now. And so now he shuts the Yudas down. Very, very good. So now he's on 7 kills, and now where the hell is the GW Tiger? Because the 261 went all the way to his base without being spotted. So where the hell is this GW Tiger? That's the tricky thing. He could be. If I was in the artillery, I'll just be like waiting around for a little bit, seeing if the Kranvagn, seeing if like a tank would actually come around the corner, and you know just wait for him to come around the corner. But I don't think he is doing that though, because it seems like I don't know. But yeah, now like a tank is just waiting to see if this GW Tiger is actually moving at all. And he's got 4 minutes, so he's got enough time. So now this is a little bit worrying, because where the hell is that GW Tiger? Because you know, he's on a one shot, and if the GW Tiger hits him, he's dead. Very, very dead indeed. Yeah, definitely dead. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's facing away. Oh, that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. All right, 8 kills, 7,000 damage. Awesome stuff. So now I'm just going to go on to the results right here. So this is obviously a Top Gun Pascucci's as well, because he killed two enemy artillery, SPGs, whatever you want to call them, and he got 8 kills for Radley Walters medal. And so he did 7,000 damage. He blocked 550 from that 263, and he spotted a few people as well. And he got top on experience, 1,272, very, very nice, in a tier 10. And 7,000 damage, that is incredibly good in a tier 10. He wouldn't, although my brother wouldn't actually say, oh, you know, that's not really, he would probably say it's a pretty good result, but he wouldn't say it's a very good result. He'd probably say it's decent, you know, because I mean, I've seen him do like 6,000 damage a few times. So yeah, he probably doesn't really think that this is a whole lot of damage. So yeah, he lost 2,000 credits without using a premium account, you know, because he had to fire heat at the end. Well, he didn't have to, but you know, it's best to hit, your shots and pen, you know, because it's like, I mean, he could have loaded HE just to not waste as many credits, but it's like if it means risking the loss, risking the win, I don't think he would care, because it's like it's only 2,000 credits. You know, you can just make like was it like 15,000 on a good win with like a tier 6 or a tier 7. So yeah, and so yeah, it was a daily 2,544 experience, and not really much else to talk about right there, I don't think. So yeah, I mean, their team got a lot of, what was his T57? T57. He got 5. Yeah, he got 5 kills. So he didn't get higher caliber, but actually no one got higher caliber. What? That's weird. All right. Well, I guess no one got high caliber. Also, he got a lot of bonds for this, because I'm not sure how much each of these gives you, but you got a lot of bonds for being in a tier 10, because you get extra bonds for when you get hero medals, for when you get medals in a tier 10 tank. So yeah, very, very nice result indeed. And so now we move on to the other replay that I have. Okay, so now we're back with another replay. And of course, my brother just jumped straight in with Hot Wheels, and of course, because they got 4 EBRs on their team, and there's 3 EBRs on his team. And of course, now he's just being a bit nostalgic with his teammates, which is always very nice, you know, having a bit of friendly chat before the battle starts. So yeah. And yeah, this is where my brother kind of shows off his little meme side, his funny side, you know. where it's like he's he's not really like Daki, or he's not really like he's not really like this traditional Super Unigami kind of gets angry at certain things. He does get frustrated and he does get annoyed, but he doesn't get like shouting kind of mad, He's still pretty funny. He's still pretty fun. He's pretty good. So yeah. So now, although he is pretty quiet when he's playing the game because he likes to concentrate. So now, of course, he's just looking for a shot on these light tanks, trying to shoot them for 440 alpha damage, because this is an SU-101 with... And that shot goes nowhere somehow. Absolutely misses that shot. Don't know where it went, but yeah. But yeah, this gun, as you can see, it's not completely accurate, even though that shot should have hit. Now we're just going to look for a shot on the CBR. Does connect, very nice. So yeah, this gun has 400. This gun that my brother's using has 440 alpha damage. Now he should be able to finish like this EBR. Alright, so now they finished. Alright then. So now that so 3 of their EBRs are dead in trade, and then his brother's team have only traded 1 of their EBRs. So that's very nice. And of course my brother's saying, "Where's my chocolate biscuit?" Like a tank saying, "Where's my chocolate biscuit? I want my chocolate biscuit." Yeah. So, as I was saying, this SU-101 has a gun, the 122mm, which is the gun Legatang is using, has 440 alpha damage with 258mm of penetration, and it's got the heat rounds. I mean, the penetration just absolutely 340mm of penetration is just ridiculous for a tier 8. Gold rounds. I mean, Jesus Christ. I do apologize, but yeah. So yeah, and this is the same gun as on the IS-4, so it is a pretty good gun to have on the tier 8. And I'm not entirely sure what the reload is like on this tank, but it's probably around like 10 seconds, 11 seconds, maybe 9 seconds. I don't really know. Around that 10 seconds, I'd say. So yeah. Although if it does actually have 10 seconds reload, then that is the same reload as the IS-4, which is kind of ridiculous. Alright, so now of course he's spotted an IS-3, but he hasn't noticed it until now. So yeah, I'm just going to shoot at IS-3, and of course he gets... Now the IS-3 is out in the open, so he's completely useless. Now he's dead. Not completely useless, but it's like he was gonna die. So yeah, now that EBR is gonna die as well because he ran into a building. Now Legatang auto aims because he doesn't want to miss the shot and he doesn't really trust his aim quite like that. So yeah, he's gonna get lots of biscuits. Yes, you will get lots of biscuits. You will. Yes. And so yeah. So now we're just looking for a shot on the UDES 14.5 and of course the LHM TV. I think he shoots the UDES right, yeah he does shoot the UDES right there on the turret. I mean, that shot, you think it wouldn't have hit, but because RNG in the game can make you like do that, So yeah. If you haven't got enough gun depression, but your reticule is like really big, then you can just kind of shoot and hope that it just dips into the tank which is below you. So of course he hasn't got. You might be becoming a biscuit. I don't really know because of the chat. Shit, I'm becoming a biscuit. And he's talking about needs to dunk in milk. Brother doesn't know what dunk means because he's in the middle of battle and he's not really thinking too clearly about other things. So now he's just waiting and chilling with his teammates, trying to find something to shoot, or at least waiting for something to shoot at, because this tank is not very flexible. Because as you can see, like the orange, like this here and this here, it's not got a very wide gun arc, basically. Like the gun can only stretch out like this, like that's the gun arc. So yeah, not very good gun at all. And now he's talking about custard creams. And hobnobs as well. Traditional British. Yes, hobnobs. Traditional British person. So now he's going to want to shoot this UDES, because he's getting bored, I presume. But he doesn't really know how to get around this, so he's just kind of waiting for an opportunity to shoot him. At the same time though, he is keeping himself spotted for artillery to shoot him, or other people to shoot him. Although now this AMX, now other people are actually shooting him, and they're shooting the UDES, so... Alright, well that's good. So that worked out for the better, for Lego Tank. Now he's even saying his teammates did a great job. You creamed him. Yeah, well, I mean, you could take that. I could be taken in a bit of a dirty way, but I won't go into that. So now he's just camping, you know, in a TD which has no gun at all. Now he's just going to shoot the C-25. Doesn't fully aim, misses, because this tank has not got very good soft stats. This is, if you don't fully aim this gun, it's not going to be very accurate, but he doesn't really want to stay out in the open, so he's going to take the shot and risk it, you know. Risk missing for risking to lose HP, you know. And he didn't lose any HP, so that's always, you know. He missed as well though, but that doesn't really matter. You know, you can always just shoot again, you know, unless E25 kills your entire team, in which case, oh well. Yeah, you don't know that's something that happened really, so it's like, oh well. So now he's just gonna shoot this Struv, and well, all right, well, it looks like it should have hit. Looks like it should have hit, but I don't really. Yeah, that shot, when I first saw it, it was like, ooh. Like, that really looked like it should have hit. But I guess he shot at someone in front of the other UDES. In front of the Struv, sorry. I imagine it's probably one of the other Struvs, because it's... Well, they're in a platoon. And they're probably... And they're in the same area, because there's already two been spotted. But so now the Progetto, in their base, destroys two of their tanks. So now the tank's just going to go after this spotted light tank, who is actually out in the open, to try and help deal with the Progetto. I don't know what that LHMTV was thinking, because he was... I'm not sure what he was doing. Maybe he thought he wasn't spotted, or maybe he just... I don't really know. But yeah, so now Lego Tank just wants to go after the Progetto, which killed two of his tanks earlier and is on 4 kills, so he's doing a pretty good job for himself. He could just be kill stealing, but you know, he's still a threat, and Lego Tank has identified this, and so now he's going to go after the Progetto. So yeah, he told one of his teammates to not push him, but I think they pushed him anyway. And now Progetto's killed the GW Panther, one of the GW Panthers on his team. Not good. So now he's thinking that Progetto is probably gonna be heading down through this location right here. Well, through the bushes in the back behind Lego Tank's base. So now he doesn't want that to happen, and so he's gonna try and protect his artillery from dying, because, you know, artillery is broken. Not really broken. But it is very frustrating to play against, and it is very useful when playing with it. So yeah, you want to try and protect your friendly tanks. I mean, you could argue that in that case that you could try and protect the T-29 in the EBR, but they can't shoot at a building. So now, of course, he's spotted Progetto. This Progetto doesn't notice Lego Tank, and so now that's a very nice free kill. Didn't lose any hit points. I think the Progetto... No, I don't think he noticed. I don't think he noticed Lego Tank when he got spotted. So now it's just 3 Struvs and an S-51 against Lego Tank in his SU-101, a T-29, and a GW Panther. Now,
the Tiger on Lego Tank's team did say that T-29's on full HP, so he should hopefully have kept some hit points. You know. And but now he's obviously getting rushed by one of the Struvs, and the GW Panther fires, hits the Struv. Very nice, very nice. So now Lego Tank's just going to help out this T-29. T-29's not looking very healthy. Definitely not looking very healthy now, because he's just taken a shot from their artillery. And now Lego Tank's just going to try and protect his T-29. So yeah, and try and stop. Now he's going to shoot a Struv. There we go. And so now he's going to hopefully put another shot into the Struv. Although, thinking about the last few times he's shot like this, yeah, it didn't go. And now sadly the S-51 has killed his T-29. GW Panther fires. Might have done some damage. Quite fancy. Little show off. Quite fancy, but okay. And now, so yeah. So now, of course, he's trying and go find this other Struv, and he's going to go into his base again to try and see if the Struv is flanking behind him, and so yeah. Although this is a bit of a risky play going out in the open, because the UDOs could very easily be in the bushes behind his cap circle, like right over here. But he doesn't get spotted, so he's fine. And so now he obviously knows that these Struv is in there, or in either of these bushes actually, or in either of these bushes. So now we can just keep going along. Keep going along. And of course now we're just wondering where the heck the Struv is, because he wasn't spotted. He's never been spotted. So it's like, it's a bit of a worry, because the Struv could just pop around behind Lego Tank. Like, it's just a bit weird now, because it's like, could he spot the Struv shooting from behind him? Or could Lego Tank actually spot the Struv right out in the open for him then to take advantage of? No, you just don't know, because it's like neither of the enemy tanks who's still alive on the enemy team has been spotted. So yeah, they could be anywhere right now. But there's the S-51. So what I was about to say is that since they've not been spotted yet, and that since Lego Tank has actually gone around the map, and there we go, GG Panther has actually gone around the map now, of course. Oh, it keeps interrupting me. So now, of course, did the S-51 spot him, or did the Struv spot him? So the S-51 is behind the building, so it must be the Struv. So the Struv must be here, but the Struv hasn't fired yet. There's a Struv right in front of him, right in front of Lego Tank, and he takes a hit. But of course, that's why you keep your artillery alive, because Lego Tank was on a one shot, and yeah. If he hadn't managed to keep his artillery alive, that would have been a lot harder to win the game, I have to tell you, especially in that position, because the Struv has all the gun depression in the world to shoot down on him. But I mean, like, also, you know, you haven't got the gun depression at all to like go over the bridge at all. And as you can see, there are some orange pen markers because Lego Tank was firing heat against angled armor. So you don't know whether one of those is going to bounce or not. But yeah, the game was won, and and what I was going to say, before he kept interrupting me, was that, what was I going to say? I don't know, I've forgotten. But anyway, on to the results, and yeah, so this is the SU-101 game, high caliber, you know, as expected, should expect it anyway. Top Gun. Very nice. So you got 1 bond for each of those. And you got 4,123 damage, 6 kills, 768 spotting, and quite a bit of experience. And of course you got
6 biscuits rather than 6 kills. I should have corrected myself, sorry. So, 1,400 experience. Very nice indeed. Very, very nice. And 4,000 damage. GZ Panther did pretty well on his team. Pretty well. Got almost 1,000 experience. That is always a good result with 3 kills. Yeah, that's pretty good. And yeah. And of course, he's using a premium account this time, so he got 60,000 experience, 60,000 credits at the end of that. And yeah, so I'm guessing it was 5 times. I think it was. Oh, personal reserves. Oh, okay. So he got 4,000 experience from that with personal reserves and premium account. So yeah, that is the end of that then. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this special showing of my brother's replays. He is a very good player, and yeah. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you sometime soon.